This right here is the brand new Libernovo Omni Pro. As you can see in my room right here, I am a full tech enthusiast, and so having the best chair is a very big deal to me. I've tried several different chairs, and this is the one that I've been sticking with. I was looking it up, and one of the reasons why people like this chair so much is because they went to go and tackle one of the main issues, and that is just having a comfortable chair that has good depth and very comfortable for long sessions. Like yesterday, I spent 9 hours editing in this chair, and I didn't have a single problem. It was actually spectacular, and that's because Libernovo has been listening to this feedback from the customers, and we get to see it right here in the chair. They also have a different model that you can compare to, and this is the SE, and I'll be including that in the review so you can kind of know the comparison between the Pro and then also the SE as well. All right, so when you unbox it, it comes in this nice large box. It definitely comes in premium packaging. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break or anything like that. Like the whole bottom part is metal. It's all put together nice and proper, and so this thing is not gonna get wrecked. It had a little dent on the box, the one that I got, but it didn't affect it at all because it was well packaged. It also comes with all the manuals, and also comes with screws. It also comes with a little screwdriver, so it's super easy to install it all. Very nice. And overall, it's felt extremely high-end. I've actually reviewed a couple other high-end chairs, and this one has felt better than those ones because of more metal hardware and just smoother installation, so it's been really good. All right, so when it comes to it, just building this chair all together, it was super easy. Like, in fact, I did it in probably maybe 25 minutes, but basically you just install the bottom, put the wheels on, drop the bottom part on it, install the cushion, and install the back, and it's like basically done. It all works with that one screwdriver, and you just do it all yourself. It's legitimately was extremely easy, and I was very impressed on how easy it was. One things I want to point out is there's the whole bottom, like 5 little wheel system is made out of metal, so it feels super nice. Where I felt other ones and they're plastic, it's not the same feeling. So the overall assembly of this chair was actually super easy, and it was a lot easier than other ones that I've tried. But let me just gush over this chair because this thing is awesome. Let me tell you about it. Okay, for one, we have the headrest. I haven't had any of their older chairs, but they say that they've upgraded this new headrest, and it has a new thicker cushion, and it doesn't flatten out over an hour, and I can attest to that. It has depth adjustability up to 90 millimeters, and it can tilt 37 degrees. It can also extend up to 120 millimeters for taller users. Luckily, I'm like right in the middle, so it works out perfectly for me. I do love how easy it is to adjust it. You can kind of just pull it up, or you can just hit this little knob on the back, and you can bring it forward or back. And I find this actually a lot more comfortable, and it does a really good job at staying in place, which I had some problems with the other ones where they kind of move around as you move your head, where this one stays extremely in place and does a really good job at just being comfortable. The next part is we have the reclining mode. So on the right side, there's this little knob, and you can just switch it back and forth, and you can adjust how far you recline. So if you want to be full right up and hyper focused right here the full way, then you have like several different variations. I think there's 5 different modes. You can just switch it down on the bottom, and so you can be like a little bit further back or even more back. One thing I like about this is it kind of adjusts to that new seating position. It doesn't make it awkward when you're leaning back, and then also the headrest like stays in the perfect location every time, even as you lean back. And then you can even go fully down, which is great and extremely comfortable if you need like a little bit of a break. I know for me, I use this quite a bit. I like the fact of how easy it is to just switch that knob right there. Next, we have the armrests. So they have adjustability up to 96 millimeters, so good range and perfect for different desk heights. Like for mine, I have it just like about an inch underneath the desk. Works perfectly, and there's no hard locking mechanisms, and so it's super easy to move around. Lots of different directions you can move to, and you can adjust it on height and back and forth as well. So super nice. Not to mention, I do like the cushions of the overall. They're very nice, and they're like squishy enough, but not too squishy that they kind of don't work. Not to mention, on the left side is you have this fan where it'll cool down your bum, which is spectacular. It even has electric lumbar support, so you can fully adjust it with the buttons on the side, and it electronically moves. You don't have to like mess with any gauges or anything. You just hit the buttons, and it moves up and it pushes your back into a more ergonomic position. It helps align your spine and support your lower back. It has this like S curve that helps sculpt around your back, which is really nice. Not to mention, the backrest is an adaptive backrest with 8 different panels, as you can see on the back. It has 14 dual link points with 16 different ball joints that help to adapt to your back perfectly, which makes for a really ergonomic fit. It also has a dynamic support system, so that when you lean back, the whole chair kind of goes with you. You don't have to readjust the whole chair every time you lean back. Instead, it'll effortlessly move into the place that you'll want to be when you're laying down. So that means like the neck support angles will adjust, the armrest will follow your arms, the backrest will contort to your spine, and the seat will tilt with your recline. So it's pretty sick. And they also have this thing called Omni Stretch. It's this button right here in the middle, and basically this is when your back gets all cramped up and you kind of just need a break. This thing will stretch your back out for 5 minutes straight, and it's like this cycle that helps to decompress your back and stretch it out so that you're way more comfortable comfortable and not as all tight and stiff like you normally would if you're working all day. One other thing that this chair does extremely well is it comes with this little footrest. It like helps to angle your foot very well so that when you're sitting, it's far more comfortable. I thought this would be annoying to have under my desk, but frankly, this thing is a game changer. It kind of adjusts your posture a little bit better. Then if you like get tired, you can like fully put your legs out onto it and it kind of rests right on your calves so that you can have this nice little support. I have a different one I've tried out. It does leg support as well, but it's not quite the same. And I do prefer this method a little bit more. It's just a little more natural for me. So some of the premium features that come with the Omni Pro, it has better colorways like versus the SE. It has a cooling fan system. It has a sensor cutaway. So this thing is built for 10-hour work days, which is perfect for me because that's kind of how my days generally go. It has this nice Atlantic fabric that is a good little texture, and I really like the way that it feels. It feels very comfortable and not like abrasive at all, and not kind of doesn't like jam into your skin at all. So it's very comfortable texture. The two colorways you get are graphite or glacier white. You can pick whichever one you want, whichever one sounds better. You also have the active airflow cooling system. So it has this fan that can go up to 4,000 RPMs to cool off your bottom half. You get 2 speed settings, and this will pull warm air away from your body. At first, I thought it wouldn't actually work very well, but then I actually tried it and I'm like, wow, this is kind of a game changer. That's the part that's funny to me. Not to mention, it does have an auto shut off, so when you get off the chair, it'll recognize that and it won't drain the battery. It comes with a 3,000 milliamp hour battery that can get you 9 hours of continuous usage with all the settings. When it comes to this chair versus my old chair, this one definitely outmatches that one. It's a lot more comfortable, especially for long work hours. I can sit here, I can put my legs up, I put them on the little stand, and I don't have as many back problems. One thing I noticed with this other chair is I would lean forward more, and I had some shoulder problems where I would kind of wreck. I don't know why. I asked ChatGPT and it told me that I've been having too much time with my head leaning forward, and that's why I was having these neck problems. So once I started switching to this chair, it does a better job at supporting my neck, and so I do a lot easier time just kind of sitting back in the chair, and it supports it better, and I don't have as many issues. So yeah, for me, generally how it goes is I will record my videos, edit them, post them, and then I'll do a ton more edits, especially for certain sponsor ones or whatever it is. And so I'm usually in the chair from 9 to 6 to 7 each day, which is like 9 to 10 hours. And so this thing is absolutely perfect. This thing is absolutely built for stuff like this. The cooling, the reclining, I actually love this thing. I move it around quite a bit because it does help me to focus a lot of times. And so this thing definitely helps my work day and absolutely has been a game changer for me as well. Okay, so one thing to note is, well, we're comparing it to the SE, but I don't have that one on hand, but I do have the Pro, and so I can kind of give you the specs here. So basically the difference between the Pro and the SE is the SE, it doesn't have all the motorized functions that the Pro has, and so that makes it so it can have a lower price, but it still can do a lot of the same things, and it's just not motorized. So that means there's no battery, no buttons, no electric lumbar support. Instead, it's all manual, which is great. They both have their benefits and drawbacks. I personally would prefer the electric version just because you just hit a button and it moves it for you, but either way works. If you're looking for a cheaper option, that is like the trade-offs. You just don't have the mechanical functions with the SE. You just have to like do it all manually. So that's just how it goes. If you're looking for a chair that will basically cover all your bases when it comes to a nice chair, and it kind of fits to your back and it helps your posture and just is just comfortable all around, this is definitely the one I'd recommend. If you want to go the route of more manual controls, I'd definitely go with the SE. But if you want that more premium feeling, I would definitely hit the Pro just because it has that cooling fan and also has the adjustment of the lumbar, which is super nice. But if you're at your desk for like more than 8 hours a day, like this is definitely something that is worth the investment. Leave it in the comments what other things you'd like me to review, and make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.